Hey guys, Stone Guy 223 here. I just want to do a quick video, more of an inventory of kind of my bug out gear. I had a couple people that's been asking me what I keep in my bug out bag. I have two bags set up. One, this is more of a long-term bug out. Keep a little Heritage Rough Rider, my 22 pistol, got a Magnum cylinder and a long rifle cylinder. So I keep that in there ready to go. And then I've got my Coleman propane stovetop deal. That screws off, that comes off. So pretty compact. Those are very, very useful. And then you just grab you a spare propane canister. So hopefully when I'm showing you guys this, you can tell me, give me some ideas. Maybe I'm giving you some ideas. Maybe you can tell me some things I'm missing here. But this is my food. I got this individually packaged. It's all tied up. I got some trail mix, some peanut butter crackers, sunflower seeds, a couple 5-hour energies, some granola bars, some good calories there. Of course, a good pair of gloves. Got a solar powered light. This is battery operated and solar operated, so you'll never be without a light. A couple good pairs of pliers, screwdrivers, knife sharpener. You gotta have a way to resharpen your tools if you find yourself in a long-term survival situation. This is just a cheap little knife. It's actually called the Survivor, but I picked that up at a paracord store actually. Good blade on it, but just something I'm not too concerned about. I've got some zip ties, some rubber tubing, heat shrink tubing, just all sorts of good little ideas from that. Chopsticks, good little fire starter, utensils if you needed them. So I've got that. Soap, who'd have thought? Soap. Some paracord that I've knotted myself. And then we get into tin foil, paper towels. That's in one pocket there. I'll try to keep this as quick as possible. Some more napkins, and into there I've got salt and pepper. You wouldn't ever think, but a little salt and pepper would go a long way to seasoning something if you're having to eat some pretty nasty food out in the wild. So salt and pepper. And I keep everything in Ziploc bags because you can repurpose these as well. Got a little sewing kit. I've got a little super glue. Okay, so you never know, what those may come in handy for. Okay, let's see, next pocket, electrical tape. You always need electrical tape. And in that same pocket, I've got duct tape, some white duct tape. Just because if I need to, I want to be able to make a signal or something that would stand out. So I got that. In this side pocket there, I got a ton of stuff. Toothpicks, little toothpicks would make great kindling if you're in a situation where you can't find, any dry kindling. So that's a good an alternative for kindling. I've got a ton of glow sticks. Glow sticks are fantastic. Got some cooking fuel. This Sterno cooking fuel. That's good stuff. You can just light it and it burns. If you have never seen the Sterno, check into that. That's good stuff. Little tea lights. Same kind of deal. You can light it. Boom. You got a permanent flame. You don't have to hold a lighter lit. You can just set a tea light down and you know, do whatever you need to do with an open flame. Got some hand warmers, good, you know, flashlight. This one actually has a flashlight and a laser combo. You can see that there. So, you know, if I need to signal something, that's a good alternative. Of course, old school fire starter, water purification tablets, some extra batteries for, I got headlamps, and also the Strike-A-Fire. Those are really good start a fire. They've got the match tip on the end, and it's like a sawdust type material that burns, you know, forever. So really help you start a fire. So I've got this pocket kind of dedicated to fire, light kind of pocket. So I keep all this on that side. And then my first aid, got some non-stick dressing, bottle of alcohol, you know, miscellaneous first aid items. This is a little first aid kit. Got some gloves, rubber gloves. Got a cold compress and a ACE bandage, and then got some sanitary wipes. Of course, box of Band-Aids, emergency rain poncho. Some different things like that in there. Alright, so that's kind of that. And I leave this one semi open. You know, I can fit a lot more in here because, like I said, this is kind of long term. If I have to, you know, throw some more stuff in here, I've got, you know, a little extra room to throw some more things in here and go. And then kind of my everyday bug out bag, something I can throw on in a hurry, or when we go on trips I just grab this as an extra suitcase or extra carry-on. It's a Condor, great bag. It's got nice shoulder straps and a waist strap, so you can really strap it on. It's got nice padding in the back, all sorts of pockets, extra magazine pouches right there. Got some Glock, you know, my Glock 19 extra mags loaded, ready to go right there in the front. Little knife. Same basic stuff. I got, you know, a couple flashlights, extra batteries, sterile pads, another little skinning knife, duct tape, another pair of gloves. Got some rubber gloves and some mask, like surgical mask in there. You just never know, you know, what you might find yourself in a situation. You know, not like a gas mask, but if, you know, keeps the dust out if nothing else. Again, electrical tape, hand warmers, tinfoil, and copper wire. There's all sorts of good uses for copper wire. So I've got some hand warmers, copper wire, tinfoil in there. Alright, so, and see, we did that pocket down here. I've got my first aid items, antibiotic cream, some bug repellent, and sunscreen. You know, a lot of people don't think about that. I also have a 2-part epoxy, like a cement type thing, little extra Band-Aids. You know, 2-part epoxy, that, you know, that works great for all sorts of stuff. Like I said, this is more my travel bag, so you never know. Little first aid kit. It's got some Celox in there, some burn cream, paracord. Got some good paracord there. And again, utensils, thermometer. Just, you know, you never know. I have kids, so little pack of paper towels. So you just never know. nice to be able to clean up, or you could use it for fire starter. You know, if it's so called for, you didn't have anything else to start a fire, you could tear up some paper towels and use that. Inside this, again, I got my food, some trail mix. This bag I keep my two-way radios in. These are fantastic. This is like I said, this is what we use to take on trips. So I've got my two-ways in there, my Shemagh. This is my actual first aid kit in here. I've got some antibiotics, water purification tablets, iodine tablets, matches, gun wipes, alcohol prep pads, waterproof matches, a lighter. That's kind of all self-contained there. And in this bag here I also keep the same Strike-A-Fire and the tea lights. The tea lights are just fantastic. I can't, you know, they're light, portable. There again with this bag, you've got your glow sticks and a knife sharpener. Again, this bag I also keep a little stack of cheap trash bags. You know, they're compact, lightweight. You can use a ton of different things with little trash bags, rain ponchos, makeshift shelters. Again, Ziploc bags. You know, anything that can keep something watertight. So that's kind of that. Keep that in there. Let's see if we can do everything. That's that part. Yeah, I got some flashlights, a couple of knives, extra batteries. Let's see, did I go into this pocket? Yeah, that's my first aid pocket. Got a good Glock field knife on the side there. I've got my compass, you know, a couple carabiners, so just some good stuff there. So, you know, just basics, nothing too fancy, but something I could would be a good start to you know, to being more comfortable in a bug out situation or a bug in situation. You know, if it's you know, I've got extra lights and batteries and first aid gear in here. So that was just kind of a quick run through. I know it might have dragged on a little bit, but you know, let me know if I'm missing something that's that you think is detrimental to survival. You know, I'd love any help or suggestions with what I have or what I may be missing. So thanks for watching.